because we have to talk about Pakistan. So thread, violent attacks on Christian in Pakistan, mob violence and organized terrorism. A grenade attack into a chapel during the morning service on August 5th, 2002. Gunmen attacked the Taxila Christian Hospital, killing 4 nurses and injuring over 20 people. On September 25th, 2002, gunmen stormed the Institute for Peace and Justice in Karachi, killing 7 Christians and injuring several others. The attack was part of a series of violent incidents targeting religious minorities in the city. On August 1st, 2009, Godhra in Godhra, Punjab, a mob attacked a Christian community following rumors of desecration of the Quran. 8 Christians were burned alive, and over 100,000 houses were destroyed. The dead included women and children. On November 12, 2005, a mob of around 2,000 people attacked Christian homes and churches in Sangla Hill, following accusations of blasphemy against a Christian man. Churches, a school, and homes were set on fire. No reported fatalities. On September 22nd, 2013, 2 suicide bombers attacked All Saints Church in Peshawar. The attack, which occurred during Sunday Mass, killed 127 people and injured 250. Jesus Christ. This remains one of the deadliest attacks on Christians in Pakistan. On July 30th, 2014, in Gujranwala, Punjab, a mob attacked the Christian community after accusations of blasphemy against a Christian man. The 3 Christians of a Christian family, including a pregnant woman, were killed and many homes were torched. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like I said, fundamentalists are genuinely the scum of the earth. They really are. And it's partially due to the fact that Maulanas have huge levels of influence in Pakistan. Like, they're such a scourge. The government just lets this happen. Yeah. The government, because the government doesn't care either way. The government is also fundamentalist to some degree because JI has way too much fucking they don't care. Like they do let this happen because they don't care. The Pakistani, they are the government. Like, Pakistan has been run by basically people that have to pander to religious fundamentalists since Ziaul Haq. Donnie Darko coming in clutch again with a thread. Jamiat Ulama-e-Islam is a party that has been in power for over a year. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Like, Donnie was talking about this in another tweet of his. Like, Ahmadis, Hindus, Shias, Baloches, like people that are not Sunni Punjabis are basically in the crosshairs. Is Donnie Darko in India? No. Donnie Darko is Pakistan. He's Saraiki. No, he's in Pakistan right now. On March 15, 2015, suicide bombers attacked 2 churches in Lahore's Jahanabad neighborhood. The attacks killed 17 people and wounded more than 80. These guys are Christians that are protesting that, I'm assuming. Need a unified state? No. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Like, you think a unified state is going to... Pakistan and India. Yeah, we don't need states, first off. States are a bad idea to begin with. We shouldn't have states. So that's number 1. And then the other thing is that, India and Pakistan are already having this many problems on their own. For example, you think a unified, South Asian... I love it when, leftists think, oh, let's just unify South Asia under communism. Okay, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We need to stop fighting each other and realize the common enemy is the U.S. I'm sorry to say this. That, you're technically right, but that ship has sailed. The common enemy is cast. Yeah, I want open borders between India and Pakistan as much as the next guy, but unifying the countries is a fucking awful idea. India already has a Sanghi problem, and Pakistan has a green Sanghi problem. Could you imagine the chaos that would ensue if they were under one country? At that point, now here's the thing I would be okay with. Unifying North India and Pakistan and then leaving South India out of it. I'm okay with that. Would you say Pakistan and India shouldn't have been split in the first place? The whole split between Pakistan and India was done by elites. It wasn't done by the masses. That's the thing. A lot of the politicking that happened towards independence, was there a genuine fear that Muslims would be persecuted under a Hindu majority India? 100% there were, right? But the division was purely a machination of the leaders. It was purely a machination of the elites of the subcontinent, basically. By the way, a united South Asia is also, here's another reason why that's such a nonsense idea. Like, here's another reason why the pipe dream of like, oh, a united communist South Asia is a fucking pipe dream. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a perfect example of why. They have a United States solution, right? And look at what's happening. It's a settler colonial state. It's a settler colonial state that's literally stealing Tamil land, Tamil and Muslim land. Sri Lanka could be part of India? Fuck no. Fuck no. Neither the Tamils nor the Sinhalese nor the Muslims want that. Get the fuck out of here. No one on Sri Lanka wants that. That's the one thing everyone's united on. Everyone in Sri Lanka does not like India. What the fuck are you talking about? They don't like India. The Tamils hate India because of the India committed war crimes against the Tamils. The Sinhalese don't like them because India forced Sri Lanka to accept rights for the Tamils at literal gunpoint. I guess the thinking is under one state, there would be less nationalism. Yeah, Renoir, here's the problem. That Sri Lanka is a one-state solution, and look what happened. Yeah, it's not even desirable either. That's the other thing. A communist superstate is not even a desirable outcome for the subcontinent. The minorities are always going to get fucked. It doesn't matter, right? Ethnic minorities are going to get fucked. Adivasis are going to get fucked over in the name of quote-unquote development. It's not even a desirable outcome. Yeah, open borders is cool. I agree with that. But at the same time, like a united South Asian communist state is an idiotic idea. It is ironically the people that advocate for it, they rail against idealism, but ironically they're being idealistic by saying, hey, let's have one united communist state. Wouldn't you say the basis of Pakistan was an ethno state? So it makes sense. I wouldn't call Pakistan an ethno state. Pakistan isn't an ethno state. They're trying to make Muslims an ethnicity, but that's not how that works, right? Bangladesh is an ethno state. Yes, it is. Sri Lanka is a burgeoning ethno state. People who argue that Jinnah said he wanted a secular state, but Jinnah's whole shtick was confusing. Jinnah said the Muslims of India would be oppressed. Is Muhajir an ethnicity? Kind of. I guess you could say that. Muhajir is just like the collection of Indian Muslims that came over to India. He was right about Indian Muslims being persecuted in India. He's right about that. But what he didn't foresee was that once he created that state, the internal workings of that state would be people oppressing each other. On December 17, 2017, 2 suicide bombers attacked Bethel Memorial Methodist Church in Quetta during a Sunday service. Security guards prevented the bombers from entering the main hall, but 9 people were killed and over 50 were injured. On March 2nd, 2018, a group of men attacked a Christian church in Punjab's Kasur district, vandalizing property and injuring several worshippers. The incident was sparked by a land dispute. On November 4th, 2014, a mob attacked a Christian couple in Kot Radha Kishan, Punjab, accusing them of blasphemy. The couple was brutally beaten and burned alive in a brick kiln. The horrific incident shocked the nation and drew widespread condemnation. On March 17, 2016, a suicide bomber targeted Christians celebrating Easter at Gulshan Iqbal Park in Lahore. The explosion killed 75 people, including many children, and injured over 300. The attack was claimed by a Taliban faction. We can go on and on. Remember Shahbaz Bhatti. Remember every victim. Remember their names. Keep raising your voice. Please share this. Yeah, like it was the leaders of the subcontinent. It was the elites of the subcontinent that decided to partition the country. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I feel split on the partition. Because one, it was not something that the masses decided on. But at the same time, I feel like a one state, like where Pakistanis and Indians were in the same boat would have, I feel like the division was inevitable at some point. There was no shot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I don't know. There's no point in playing, Monday morning quarterback. There's no point. And yes, it is true. A lot of the targets of Muslim fundamentalists in Pakistan are Hindus. There's no denying it. Right? It's absolutely true. What's really fucked up about all of this is that they feed into one another. The fundamentalists use the fundamentalists in Pakistan, the Maulvis in Pakistan. There's no point in using hindsight, is what I'm saying. Rude and ragged. Monday morning quarterback. It's basically saying there's no point in using hindsight. Like Muslim fundamentalists in Pakistan use the actual violence that is happening towards Muslims and the persecution of Muslims in India to further say, like, oh, aren't we great? Isn't Pakistan great? Isn't Pakistan great? Isn't Pakistan great? Isn't Pakistan great? The psychotic Pakistani nationalists say that. And then every time a Hindu or a Christian gets attacked in Pakistan, right? You have Sanghis in India that are like, oh, see how much of a shithole Pakistan is. You know, how much of a shithole Pakistan is. Pakistan's a shithole. You know, it's these Muslims, you can't trust them. It's ridiculous. The fundamentalists of Pakistan and the fundamentalists of India fucking need each other. It's so stupid. Yeah, do note that many Indian Muslims actually returned to India sometime after they went to Pakistan because they realized it was not the country they were looking for. Yeah, because Pakistan is not a safe space for Muslims. It's not. Pakistan is not safe for Muslims either. Because what happened after they got their state? What happened after Pakistan became a state? Oh, Punjabi anti-Saraiki hatred. That's what happened. Oh, anti-Baloch hatred, anti-Pashtun hatred, anti-Christian hatred, anti-Ahmadi hatred. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, you're not Muslim anymore. You're Shia. You're Ahmadi. Yeah, they bombed Shia mosques too. You're Pathan. Yeah, not even Pashtun. You're Pathan. That's what happened in Pakistan. That's what happened in Pakistan. Like once Pakistan became a state. Oh, and also we're also forgetting, oh yeah, the fucking Bengali genocide. We haven't even mentioned the Bengali genocide. We haven't even mentioned Operation Searchlight. We haven't even talked about that yet. It's not the haven that everyone thought it was. But look at these like baboons. Like, what are you doing? Like, what did you accomplish by burning? Like, what did you fuckers accomplish by burning down a Christian-owned store and lynching a Christian dude? What makes you any different than the fat fucking uncles in India? What makes you psychos any different than the fat fucking uncles in India that are burning down mosques? What makes you psychotic fucks any different? You're the same kind of Sanghi cretins that we have in India. Like, I get it. The IMF is controlling your country's purse strings. I understand that. But guess what? This shit was sewed into Pakistan a long time ago, especially under Ziaul Haq. IMF holds Pakistan. Yeah, the part of the reason Pakistan is dealing with insane inflation right now is because of austerity measures that the Pakistani government has been forced to enact at the behest of the IMF. Yeah, the prophet lived amongst Jews and Christians, so their chant doesn't even make sense. No, because it's literally these guys just don't like Christians, or they're indoctrinated into not liking Christians or minorities in general, right? Hindus, Christians, Sikhs, whatever it may be. And they end up doing shit like this. It's fascist revisionism. It's the same shit. It's so ridiculous. This is what I mean by like Pakistan and India are mirror images of one another. What do the majority think and feel? Like, obviously there are freaks everywhere, but most people view these people as Trump or MAGAs, even though like half are MAGA. No, it's not. I mean, again, I was saying this yesterday. This kind of behavior is unfortunately incredibly normalized in Pakistan. It is. Because the government isn't doing anything to stop them. Right? The government isn't doing nearly enough to stop them because the government themselves are kind of controlled by fundamentalists as well. Right? Like, there is no pushback for this. That's the problem. There's like, they can get away with this. And also the other thing about Pakistan is that there are blasphemy laws on the books. Like, you can get away with this kind of violence because there are blasphemy laws on the books in Pakistan, right? There are laws quite literally on the books saying like, if you insult Islam or something like that, you can be arrested. Yeah. Blasphemy laws are misused I mean, there's no good use of blasphemy laws, if I'm going to be honest. It's like UAPA in India. Well, no. UAPA is just like a general catch-all term for like terroristic activities. This is specifically for if you insult Islam in some way or another. Yeah, India has blasphemy laws too, but India, I mean, at least for the time being, is not as like, religion isn't as built into the Indian constitution as, well, now it is in Pakistan. It's not as enforced. People often lie about non-Muslims burning Qurans or abusing the Prophet, often to violently take over property that is owned by non-Muslims. Yes. Yeah, that's one of the main usages of the blasphemy laws. It's to say, hey, this Christian or this Hindu is making a little bit too much money while we're starving. So let's take over his shop by accusing him of burning the Quran. And then that's it. Like, that's what happens. And then you see shit like this, and you see Christian people lynched in Pakistan. You see Hindus being lynched in Pakistan all the time. It's fucking gross. It's actually fucking gross. It leads to rumors and accusations to rile up the dumbest people in any society. Exactly. And this is what happened. Like, you have psychopaths. Yes, young men who are unemployed and sexless are dangerous for society. The thing with India is that it is a secular it is on paper a secular state, right? There are no like religion. It's not as like there are religious personal laws, there are Muslim personal laws, there are Christian personal laws, there are Hindu personal laws in India that they do exist, right? But India on paper is supposed to be religiously neutral. It's supposed to be a secular country. Pakistan, even though to some degree it also professes some level of secularism, religion is far more baked into the constitution after Zia-ul Haq, especially, right? Which is why you have blasphemy laws on the books, right? And these kinds of activities benefit the Pakistani regime, exactly, right? So Pakistan is a much more explicitly religious state. Sri Lanka is a settler colonial state in the same way Israel is. And the people that are the settlers are Sinhalese Buddhists. Those are the people that are settling the Tamil lands, the Tamil and Muslim lands. It's Sinhalese Buddhists. The reason I'm like super careful when I criticize Pakistan as an Indian is because, well, one, I'm not from Pakistan. So whenever I criticize Pakistan for their religious fundamentalism, unfortunately, it can come off as I'm a Sanghi. Now, it's obviously true that I'm not a Sanghi. Why am I watching you then? That's crazy. It's because I'm not the psychotic weirdo that's like, this is what happens in all Islamic countries. No, it's not what happens in every Islamic country, right? This is what happens in any country controlled by a religious majority. It doesn't matter. You have the same kind of problem in the US where you have Christian fundamentalists trying to take over the fucking country. The same thing in the UK. It's everywhere. It's bloody everywhere. It does not matter. You have the same problem in Sri Lanka, right? It's a Buddhist majority country. Yeah, there was a journalist in Pakistan that was just shot. It's so stupid. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, our politics are so fucking stupid. Because we could be doing so much better, but we choose not to. It's so fucking stupid. Like, what do you achieve? Like, what are you fucking doing? What are you doing, asshole? Like, what are you doing? Also, like, when Donnie Darko talked about this, let's chant. Okay, he did this, right? Those Christians are Punjabis themselves. The main issue is much more deeper, like states such as organizations for their own goals and interests. Yes, but they're attacked for being Christians and poors. Love how you omitted Punjabis. Dog. Punjabi Pakistanis have like the biggest fucking victim complex on the planet. I swear to God. Like, they're like, Punjabis, what about us? Motherfucker, you dominate politics. Wait, this is news to me that there are Nazis in India? Dragon Drac. Yeah. It's called the RSS, VHP. Yeah, there are Nazis in India. Yeah, that's what the RSS is. They're fucking Nazis. Hell, BJP are Nazis. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, what do you mean? RSS are literal Nazis. Extremely rare moment where oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Extremely rare moment. I'm not even saying that. That just looks like a slur. Didn't make this about themselves. You should pat yourself on the back. It's a huge achievement. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Bro. Bad take, and frankly, not the time to do this. We all know who people like to crap on, especially when the ethnic card is pulled up. Happened in Punjab to Punjabis by Punjabis who are emboldened and used by those who should not be harmed. I will respectfully disagree. There is no bad time to bring this up. Baloch genocide is a reality. Bengali genocide is a reality. Hazara genocide is a reality. Thousands are missing. We should never stop talking about it. Never. Lovely, lovely tweet by Donnie Darko. We are Donnie Darko stands in this house, okay?